Hey Keep It Crazy family, welcome to the vlog today. The kids have gone down for the night.
Yes.
And we wanted to address the community about a few things that have happened recently.
Yeah, just have a personal conversation with you all.
Yes.
So we want to start out by just thanking our community from our hearts. Like, I just feel like over the years, you guys have really, I don't know, just helped us see things in a different way. And so you've watched us go through hard things and different things as we, navigate our life. And your comments always make us think a different way about things, or maybe we didn't see it like that, or things like that. And that's been great. And it just shows how much you guys care, and we really appreciate that.
We do a lot.
And the way you love our family. So with that, we can definitely say at this point that the cat's out of the bag. With Mindy and Connor, and we recently did a video where we felt away and you felt away, and so with the comments today we're going to be doing a true and false on our side of it on how we feel about things.
Yes.
So we can just jump right into the questions.
All right, I'll read the first one. We're using a lot of the comments that we actually saw online.
Yeah, these are
we're going by those. They may be altered a little bit, so. I never dreamed the Crazy Middles would air their dirty laundry online. Very disappointed. There is no need to address any of these problems online, especially the Connor and Mindy situation that could have blown over in just a few months.
Okay, so is that true or false? I know some things Jared and I feel different on, and that's okay. That's okay. So you feel like it's true and false. On this one, I do feel like it's true and false as well.
Yeah.
So
a little bit of both.
A little bit of both. So when we made that video, we obviously knew what was going on in the back end. We did not want that out.
No, we didn't say there was anything going on. We just said they're not going to be on camera.
Yeah, definitely. And this isn't our business. This is not anybody's business. This is Mindy and Connor's business. And so for us, we don't want anything out, that kind of a thing. And so unfortunately, our video sparked conversation, and family came out of the woodwork on every side of everything.
Yes.
And we feel like really threw Mindy and Connor underneath the bus, and that conversation though started, we feel like, with us.
We are the ones who initiated the conversation.
Yeah.
That's definitely on us.
Not that we said anything, but then it got said. And so I feel like if we wouldn't have come out with that video, nothing would have been said.
Yes.
So there is definitely some truth to that for sure. On the other end of it, it was not intentional. Like on our side of it, we really feel like we didn't even know a good way to say it other than values or something like that. Because is it a value thing? It is, but it's not. It's such a gray area.
Yeah. And ultimately, we were just trying to kind of
make you understand why they're not here.
Yeah, that's it. Because whenever somebody's not on camera for any extended period of time, there's all these questions.
Rumors and
assumptions. Yeah. And we just wanted to just
get ahead of it.
That was it.
Yeah, just say they're not with us any longer. And then we knew that you guys already had some assumptions about things. Maybe you would talk about it a little bit, and then it would just go away in a week or two. That's really what we thought would happen. We did not know that family was going to come out and expose them, and we just feel bad that if we wouldn't have started the conversation, that wouldn't have happened. So yeah,
probably not.
Yeah, probably not. So
all right, next one. You said you didn't want speculation, but just left it out there for speculation. True or false?
True.
Probably true.
Probably true.
Yeah.
I think when we shot the video, I felt really good about it. I felt like we were respectful of everybody. I know some of you thought maybe when it came to my mom that I wasn't being respectful, but on our side of it, I felt I was being very respectful. We get so many comments that are like, I can't believe Shelly, she has problems with her mom and she has shunned her, from the family, and now Shelly's poor kids. And I just want everyone to know that that's not the situation at all. No. I'm so tired of hearing that. That is not it at all. I got on there and said nothing but I love my mother and I would love a closer relationship with her. And I hope that happens still, So anyways, but I feel like it is true. Watching back through the video, we said, or Jared had said, I
shouldn't have said that.
Why did you say that?
I don't know.
It's okay. He had said
just came out.
that there wasn't going to be, we're trying to put where there's no speculation out there, and then what we did is make people speculate.
Yeah.
It was just not intended that way. So, yeah.
All right, ready for the next one?
Yeah.
I'm going to say that I think that you cutting Connor out of your lives and saying that values in there is the reason behind it. He has been out of prison for 5 months, and cutting him off makes it far harder for him to improve his life.
True or false?
False.
False.
So, number one, he is not cut off.
Yeah. And I think that, okay, this was the most confusing part for us, is when we did this video, I felt like we were saying open doors, and I felt like we were saying everything right. And so to see not just one or two of you, but like a whole community of people feel like that we don't want a relationship with them, we're not talking with them anymore, that there's like big things, like, I don't know, I just felt like, where did you come up with that? So we went back through the video and we were like, okay, so the first thing that we talk about is clean slate.
Because you talked about a candle called
I talked about a candle, clean slate. The clean slate candle was not about clean slate of all the people in our lives.
No.
Like, not even a little bit.
No.
The clean slate was about the hard year that we've been having. I mean, we've had Cody get hit by a truck. We had Lacey just get in a car accident. Like, I've
had my heart condition.
Yeah, we've had so many things. Clean slate was more about cleaning the drama. And that's what we talked about. It was like, no more drama kind of a thing. Like, we're done with it. And so we thought maybe that's where that comment came from, that everyone thought that we didn't want anything to do with anybody. Or maybe when we said we're leaving the door open, maybe you guys felt like that was us saying, like, until they apologize, like, or something like that, maybe. I don't know.
No.
But that's not how we feel either. So on our side of it, on behind the scenes, there has been like no big fight. When this happened and we found out about it, it wasn't the relationship. I mean, maybe to some point, the relationship that we were having a hard time with, it was just like we felt kind of lied to or deceived in a way. And what we really wanted in our hearts, just to find out that that wasn't going to happen, is devastating for us. So Mother's Day, everyone's like, he wasn't even there for the Mother's Day. He actually was. He was. So we had our big breakfast, as you saw, in the morning, and then all the girls, and we all went out and had this girls' day for the rest of the day. Connor came over while I was gone. We were already done with our video, so it didn't make the video. And he brought me a beautiful, beautiful card that was so touching, and a very nice bracelet. So yes, he was here. And on the other side of it, like, there's nothing. Like, we're still saying that we love each other. We still are texting back and forth, and everything's fine. He came and talked to you for like 2 hours that day.
I talked to him this morning.
Yeah, I talked to him this morning. Like, with the Connor thing, we never shut him out, ever. No. And that's not how we feel. And especially the Mindy thing too. When everything went down, the first thing that I did was reach out and tell her, like, I love you. I'm here for you. I don't even care. Like, I just want us to be okay. Yeah. That's it. I wouldn't shut anybody out. No, not even a little.
Yeah, that one's very false.
That one's very false. And so wherever that came out of the video, like, I just feel like, I don't know how that got it. And sometimes we do have this where, like, something will be said and then everyone believes the comment. Like, one comment that's not true, and then everyone we call it the comment bandwagon, because then everybody jumps on and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they shut him out of their lives. Just so you know, that's not happening.
Did not happen.
Did not happen. So. Not even at all. Nothing. Like, everything is actually fine over here. So, okay.
This next one's a little shocking. Okay. At least I was shocked when I read it, and it said, is this incest?
Okay, we got a lot of
True or false? False. It is not incest.
But at the other end of it, I can see how people feel like that, because our family is not made up of blood. Like,
agreed.
You know what I mean? And we have adoptions in our hearts, and I feel like that's where we were with Connor. Mm-hmm. And I feel like everybody understood that too. And so to see where we now have like an aunt and a nephew relationship, does that feel like incest? I can see how people may feel like that. But on the reality side of it, Connor's not adopted. I would feel different if Connor was adopted, even though that there's no blood there. I would have felt different. Connor's not adopted. And so Mindy and him having a relationship, we really feel like it's two people that fell in love. Is it what we wanted? No, because I feel like Connor can't be my sister's boyfriend or dating and then be our son. That feels like,
it's just a little weird.
Jerry Springer stuff or something. I don't mean it to sound lighthearted or anything, but I just feel like that feels wrong to me. And so, do we still care about Connor?
Yeah.
Yes. Are we still here for him? Yes. I haven't even taken him off our banner. We pay for his cell phone and I will never cancel that. Like, we are here for him. We will do anything that it takes, anything that
Ultimately,
he needs.
we want him to succeed.
Yes, we do. Like,
we're still
here.
vested.
That has not changed. Whether he's in our family one way or another, he's still in our family.
Yeah.
You know, so, okay.
Okay, moving on.
Okay.
Is Mindy a predator?
We saw so many of this, and I just felt like,
Like, wow.
no, Mindy is not
false?
a predator. I feel like
False.
so false. I feel like so many of you felt like because he got out of prison, he's very vulnerable and that kind of thing. You have to keep in mind he's almost 30 years old. Like, they are both grown adults that can make their decisions, right? Absolutely. And so, no, this isn't on either side. This is a decision that they made together.
Yeah.
So no, we don't feel that way.
You need to keep Connor away from the family. True or false?
We feel false.
False.
I know there's so many things that came out and stuff about him, but the truth of it is, like, we know Connor and he is not a threat to our family in any way. If anything, he would protect us. Like,
Yeah.
Connor loves his family.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, we do not feel that way.
On the flip side of that, it can be confusing what's going on for the kids especially.
Okay, and that's true. Okay, so we did, after everything came out, we did sit for like 2 hours and talk with our littles.
Yeah.
Our older kids understand the situation. In fact, they saw things before we even did. And so our littles, though, had a lot of questions and did not quite understand. And so we feel like we're all in, you know, good now, and they get it, you know, and, you know, so I feel like it's good on that side. So.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Okay.
Seems like this is all for content. True or false?
This is not the kind of content we want to make.
No.
Not even a little.
No. False.
False.
Big time false.
Big time false. If we wanted to make this kind of content, then we would have said yes to all the reality shows that have been offered to us.
Seriously.
You know, that's the reason why we didn't want to, is we like just our, you know, family, and we don't want it to feel like drama. And we know with like having reality shows and things like that, there would have to be a lot of drama. That's just not who we are. Like, this is not the kind of content we want to make, so.
Definitely not. In fact, this would probably be our least favorite kind of content.
No.
Ultimately, what the kind of content we want is like all of our family memories. That's my favorite content, is looking back at the things that we did, the fun things, the sad things.
People are going to say, well,
Anything.
this is a memory that's happening. It is.
It
And I
is.
know you've seen us go through good and bad and things like, you know, things happen, but this one we just felt like was not our business, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this kind of drama, not my favorite.
No.
So this one is interesting. So you should have never put Connor on your channel. True or false?
What do you think?
I think false.
I think true.
See, there's one we even disagree on. Our channel is our memories. And he has been a part of our lives for 12 years. Given he was gone
Well, he
for
was
a large
lost.
chunk of that, but we were still searching for him. And we finally found him, and we've been talking to him for the last couple of years. So, I mean, a lot of people say, oh, he's been out 5 months. No, we've been talking to him for a long time.
Like, we feel like we know Connor.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I feel true on my end of it. When we found Connor and everything, we had a discussion. Like, you know, we don't know how this is going to go. We had many discussions with him, many discussions between all of us about, is this going to be, do you want to be in camera? How do you feel? This is something that we do. We also thought, is it going to be strange that he's going to be possibly with us all the time, and you see this kid, but like, or adult, I guess, and we never introduced him, and then there's all this like, oh, what are you hiding? Why are you hiding this from us? Kind of a thing. And so he was excited about it, and you know, wanted to be on camera still, would love to have his own channel, and wants to, like, you know, he's loved it, and that's been so good. But I do feel like and you saw us do a Q&A of like, we don't know what this is going to look like, is what we had said, because, you know, we've been talking with him for a while. Is he going to come out of prison and be part of our family, and we do this adoption, and it's this whole thing?
It's perfect.
So that would be A. Or B, is he going to come out and then we don't know what he's doing or where he is, or he really has nothing to do with us, and here we've been talking about him, and then, he's just not around. Like,
or he's going to turn to bad habits.
Yeah.
It could go very poorly.
That could happen too. And so it was just this discussion that we had. We never anticipated C.
No, we really didn't.
We never anticipated that and what would happen there. So in hindsight though, if I would have known about C, I wouldn't have put them on, because they don't deserve to go through this in my eyes.
Yeah.
So
but I feel like we are just portraying our lives.
Yeah,
So,
and I get that. I get your side of it,
yeah.
you know.
And I get yours.
Okay.
I get it. So,
yeah.
This is our type of argument, guys. It's just a little mild disagreement.
This is our back and forth of like, no, I don't feel that way. So anyway.
That's all we have for now, you know.
I feel like there was more that I wanted to touch on.
Is there?
I felt so, I don't know. I know there's so many things that are probably unanswered for you. Just know on our side of it, like, it's really nothing but love. I know so many of you want to know, like, can we celebrate their relationship and how do we feel about that? There's just so much gray. I don't know. I understand both sides of it. We are in a place, I'm hoping that you are too, in a place of just acceptance. Like, I just want everyone to be okay. I just want to have a close relationship with everybody. I don't want this to stop that.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's really it.
And I totally agree. And again, we really do appreciate everybody in their comments.
It really showed how much that you cared about it.
And the different perspectives.
Thank you. Yeah, and the different perspectives. Thank you. I do feel like on this video, because we don't want to see, we know that there's going to be so much of our audience still conflicted about this, or whether they think we're lying or they think.
It's still a gray area.
Yeah, it's still a gray area. You know, just to stop the conversation on our side of it, we're going to turn comments off here on our channel. We don't want to talk about this anymore. We're okay, and they're okay. And so, you know.
And this is something that they need to work out on their own.
And again, this is their business.
It's their private matter.
Not ours. So we hate that we even had to address this today, but we wanted you to understand and see our side of it, that we're really not shutting anybody out over here at all.
Absolutely not. Nobody's cut off. Nobody's shunned.
Yeah.
No.
So anyway, okay. Well, we're gonna let you go tonight. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.